Hi, this is Mrs. Ziegler, and I'm going to go over how you will complete this self-grading Google Sheet on ionic compounds. So remember, you will need your periodic table in order to get your chemical symbols and charges if you do not know them off the top of your head. So first, remember when we are naming or when we're writing chemical formulas, we will get the cation symbol and then the anion symbol. So for example, for our purposes here, you do not have to worry about subscripts because it will not make subscripts unless you actually change the size of your numbers. So for example here, I've got my cation, it's sodium chloride. I know sodium, Na, is in group 1A, so therefore it is Na, and then it's a +1. Okay, so as I put the correct answer, it will go green. Here it is chloride, so Cl. It is in group 7A, so that is a -1. And then when you're writing your chemical formulas, again, you will write your chemical formulas, and then in between, you would write your subscripts. You would do crisscross. So since I know there's a 1 here, a 1 would go here, and a 1 would go here. But since they're the same number, I'm going to go ahead and not write them. And so therefore, that would be the correct answer on the bottom. So you will complete this for all of these problems. On the bottom, we're going to do the opposite. Here we see that we've got the metal name. So we've got Na, so that is sodium. The non-metal name is this element, so S is sulfur. So now when we're naming, remember the first name is just its name. Okay, so now just so you know, when it populates like this, it's because it's written up here. That doesn't mean that that's your correct answer. So, and as you could see, because I accidentally hit enter and it changed it to this, it doesn't change green because it's not correct. So I'm going to go ahead and delete that. So I know sulfur is what our non-metal name is, but again, the second name always changes, and it always has the suffix of IDE. Whoops. So it would be sodium sulfide would be the name of this. Again, it will turn all green in order for it to be correct. If you have any questions, please make sure you reach out. But when you're finished, you should have a total of 20 points here. Now, in completing the nomenclature covalent compound, again, it'll be very similar, but again, covalent means that they are non-metal compounds. So, in the first part, again, we are going to fill in the chart. It will turn green when everything is correct. So it says non-metal symbol 1. So we've got carbon. So carbon we know is C. The subscript according to the prefix. So the subscript would be 1, since there is no prefix. It's always understood to be 1 when there's no prefix in the first one. Second one is non-metal symbol for the second one. Well, oxide is the symbol, so therefore it's O. The subscript according to the prefix. So again, here you can look at your prefixes. Mono means 1, so that'd be 1. And then we're going to write the chemical formula. So we would put the two chemical symbols. And since they are both the same number and it's 1, I could write the ones if I wanted to, but I'm not going to. So here, as you could see, they're all correct because it turned green. Now I'm going to do another one so that you can see when the prefixes are not 1s. So here, for example, I've got nitrogen. I know the first symbol is N. It says di, which I look over here, di is 2. Here I've got the non-metal symbol, so again, bromide, I know that's Br. And then the prefix is tri, look over here, tri is 3. Okay, like I said, you don't have to worry about making them into subscripts, you're just going to write the numbers. So the way that you would write it is N2 Br3, and again, that would show that you are correct. Now, when we're down here doing this part, again, we're going to put the name of the symbol. So N, we know, is nitrogen. Oops. The subscript is 2, so we look, 2 is di. Again, if you need help, you can scroll up here. The IDE, the name of the element with the IDE, so that's F, fluorine. So I get F, and then we have our IED, so it's fluoride. And again, the 4 we know is tetra. So when we write the names, these prefixes mean go to the front. So therefore it'd be di, nitrogen, nitrogen, and then it'd be tetra, fluoride. So again, everything is correct when it turns green. So this is how you'll do the other section. Again, when you get everything correct, you should get a total of 20 points. So the assignment's worth 40 total. If you have any questions, please make sure you reach out.